Not yet?
No.
Okay.
Not yet anyway.
Okay. Just try yourself.
Yeah.
Hey girls,
I think if I think, well, I'm gonna do this. Let me see. How's the lighting for you? Is the lighting good?
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Okay, perfect.
we're getting ready.
Shh.
Okay.
All right, I gotta stand up. So you can see.
Lovingly into each other's eyes. Step a little bit closer.
Oh, you're steady.
If I could have you just off to the side for the video.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Trying to make it to where you can see them. Am I still in the way?
Yep, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Okay. I'm in the other way with another camera, so.
Before we begin, Andrew and Sean would like to pause for a moment to remember those who can't be present here today and those who are no longer with us. We gather as a community of family and friends and feel ripples of excitement and tremors of joy as we celebrate the marriage of Andrew and Sean. The world is filled with harmony, soaring birds, towering trees, brisk wind, animals of all kinds, each unique, each in relationship and harmony with the others. Andrew and Sean have come here to affirm their love for each other and enter into this beautiful tapestry of life. Marriage is a gift. Marriage is an opportunity for love to be learned. Marriage is a journey in which we as the travelers are faced with many choices and are responsible for these choices. Marriage is a call to servanthood. Marriage is a call to friendship. Marriage is a call to suffering. Marriage is not an event but a way of life. Marriage involves intimacy in all areas for it to be fulfilling. Today, Andrew and Sean, you come together bringing all of you to this marriage, all of the wonderful parts, all of your hurts and pains. You especially bring today all of your hopes and dreams for this marriage. In our conversation together, Sean, Andrew shared, I knew you were the one for me because after you moved to California, just when we had really started seriously dating, I thought it would be over, that it would be too difficult and unrealistic to try to date long distance. Our constant contact through long phone calls, Skype, dinner dates, and trips proved otherwise. As one of our friends told me when our dating first started, if you don't like Sean Curry, then you don't even like kittens or puppies. And it's true. I don't know how someone can come away from a meeting with you and not feel better for it. I'm just lucky to be the one that gets that for the rest of my life. And Andrew, Sean shared that I knew you were the one for me because in past relationships, marriages, or the equivalent, it never felt right. There was always some doubt or a million reasons in my head why it should wait. With you, even though we ended up in a long-distance arrangement shortly after we started dating, we were always in touch. You were always interested in my day or how I was feeling. When I realized how much I missed you and how creatively we figured out ways to spend time with each other across the miles, I knew you meant more to me than anyone else. When you told me your decision to move out of Phoenix to be with me and how that made me feel, it was humbling, and I realized that you felt as strongly as I did about being together. It was a very simple decision after that. You're smart, funny, you keep me on my toes, and tickle my brain. I love that I can't drop hints about your Christmas gifts because you'll figure out what I got you. You make me feel wanted and loved, and I know you very clearly that you adore me. You're super supportive and really contribute to the team. It really goes without saying that you're sexy and attentive to my emotional and physical needs, not just my mind. I can get a hug from you anytime I need one, no questions asked. With you, nothing feels one-sided. You're industrious and contribute to the household every which way, both financially and domestically. You don't want to be taken care of, and I never feel like there's an imbalance in the relationship. You both have tremendous faith in each other as you trust your future to the other's care. You have excellent reasons for believing you belong together, but you have no guarantees. Instead, you stand together about to accept on faith the challenge of creating your future together. You promise to be faithful to one another in big things as well as small, and your constant faith in each other will give form and substance to the beautiful hopes you have for your future. Unless you're an unusual couple, at times your marriage won't look anything like the vision you celebrate today. You may not feel much evidence of the love you now feel so keenly. At such a time, remember this moment. Remember the hopes and dreams that have been entrusted to your care. Marriage begins with a leap of faith that says, I will, before an unknown and unknowable future. Marriage is about being full of faith or faithful to one another. faithfulness respects each other's ideas and feelings, keeps each other's secrets, guards each other's dignity, and honors each other in public and in private. Faithfulness is built from 10,000 minute acts of trust and trustworthiness. In such faith, you'll find the fulfillment of all the hopes and dreams you have today. Andrew and Sean, have you come here freely without reservation to join together lawfully in marriage? If so, say, I have.
I have.
Before family and friends ask you to affirm your vows to each other, as you enter into this marriage, begin to share all the joys of this new relationship, whatever the future may hold. Andrew, going to speak a couple of things?
Oh, do I want to do my vows? So as Sean knows, I've had this poem for a year and a half, I love you without knowing how, or when, or from where. I love you straightforwardly, without complexities or pride. So I love you because I know no other way than this, where I does not exist, nor you. So close that your hand on my chest is my hand. So close that your eyes close as I fall asleep.
I wrote a book.
Published on Amazon.
I need to sit down.
No, you're fine. I timed it, takes less than 3 minutes. Andrew, when we talked about preparing our own material for our wedding, I knew that you had something you'd chosen a long time ago, so I went in search of a deep, meaningful passage of my own to share. After some poking around and finding nothing I really liked, it struck me. One of the things you love about me is my way with words. Hell, anytime you need something negotiated, you send Silvertongue to do the talking. Clearly, it would be a missed opportunity if I did not use this power for good and share my own words in this moment of our union. In my past relationships, I learned a few things, and after those relationships ended, I learned even more, some of it with the help of a good therapist. I used to have a romanticized notion that two people are supposed to come together, two halves are supposed to become something whole, and there's a whole white picket fence, 2.4 children, something about a cat and a dog, and this big framework defined what happily ever after was supposed to mean. I learned the hard way that this construct doesn't fit all sizes, and in fact forgets to mention that happiness is not in a formula. It's not about being parts of a whole. It doesn't mean discarding the parts of you that don't fit into us. It's really not even made. I can't make you happy just like you can't make me happy. What really draws us together, at least for me, is something mutually contributed, shared, built, and supported. It's about two different people who have a lot of things in common, but who also celebrate their differences. It's remembering who we are while helping each other grow, doing things together because we genuinely enjoy each other's company, and running off to do our own thing once in a while because, well, you're more into videos and music while I'm more into video games. We inspire happiness within each other by sharing what we have. We offer ourselves freely to give and take as we strive to be better versions of ourselves, and we navigate our adventures as well as our challenges hand in hand as partners and friends. When I chose to be your husband, I knew I was making a commitment to share my happiness with you, to offer my support and to accept it from you whenever it's needed, to find ways to surprise and delight you whenever I felt so inspired, and to contribute to our life together to the best of my ability. I also expect that we'll be planning many more adventures, date nights, and lazy weekends in the decades to come. And those are a hell of a lot of fun. That's the promise that I would make with you today. You're my best friend, my inspiration, an awesome co-conspirator, and an endless source of joy that I want in my life, and I want to be in yours from now on too. I love you.
Andrew, do you take Sean to be your wedded husband, to live together in marriage? You promise to love him, comfort him, honor and keep him, for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and health, and forsaking all others, be faithful only to him for as long as you both shall live. And Sean, do you take Andrew to be your wedded husband, to live together in marriage? You promise to love him, comfort him, honor and keep him, for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and health, and forsaking all others, be faithful only to him for as long as you both shall live.
I do.
May I have the rings?
out.
These rings are an outward and visible sign of an invisible truth which binds two hearts in one. As such, they're the symbols of the enduring and unending quality of the love which is now expressed between Andrew and Sean. Andrew, repeat after me. Sean,
Sean,
this ring I give you
this ring I give you
is my personal gift,
is my personal gift,
my personal promise
my personal promise
of love, trust, and pride
of love, trust, and pride
that you are my husband.
that you are my husband.
Here, your mom.
She's so cute.
Sean, repeat after me. Andrew,
Andrew,
this ring I give you
this ring I give you
is my personal gift,
is my personal gift,
my personal promise
my personal promise
of love, trust, and pride
of love, trust, and pride
that you are my husband.
that you are my husband.
Jesus, that firm.
Does that feel good?
Hold each other's hands, look lovingly into each other's eyes. May you take on the world together with all your hopes and dreams. May you be each other's anchor in smooth or rocky seas. May you bend to the world's winds and brave stalls and storms. May you find common ground in all its changing forms. May you cross stubborn boundaries and turn many a stone. May you find haven for your souls. May you have heart and home. And if some days are gray and some nights are long and cold, may you be each other's sun and moon as your destinies unfold. And should you lose sight of each other and start to drift apart, may you circle back by following the compass of your hearts. Andrew and Sean, in the future, happy occasions will come as surely as the morning, difficult times will come as surely as the night. To say the words love and compassion is easy, but to accept that love and compassion are built upon patience and perseverance is not easy. Andrew and Sean, as much as you've declared your willingness to enter the state of marriage with each other, declare the same in the company of these witnesses. By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Florida, I pronounce you husband and husband. It's my pleasure to introduce to you all for the first time, Sean Curry and Andrew Matthews as husband and husband. You may kiss each other.
Yay!
Aw.
Kiss one more time.
Aw, you're so cute.
Get you arm in arm here.
Okay.
And can I get a picture with the three of us?
Sure. I'll try to go up on you. Cute.
Okay, we got a screenshot so it looks like Mama's here.
Congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
If you need anything, let me know. I'll get the license plate in.
Okay.
I'll text you when it's there. And then use the
So we've already signed it. We signed it. We signed it. Okay.
so it's just
Gotcha. Okay.
go ahead.
All right, it's official. Yay!
Social media.
Yeah, do everything you want.
And I'm gonna give you all this.
Commercials.
Brochure.
Tell everybody.
Ah.
Oh, you guys are so cute.
It's official. I took a couple screenshots.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so I've got you guys and her all